Hello everyone, it's Sabrina here from glimmercraft.blogspot.com and for Scrapbook Parade. I want to give you a little bit of a walk through this project that we'll be doing at Scrapbook Parade at the end of July. And this may look a little familiar to some of you because Laura Dennison made a similar project when she was on the design team for Graphic 45. She has her Follow the Paper Trail blog and she has many wonderful creations there. When I saw the project, I wrote and asked if I could have permission to teach a class on this project. And she gave me the go-ahead, but I never got to it right away. And since then, Graphic 45 came out with the French country paper. And I thought, ooh, I want to try the project with the French country. So here it is. And I'm going to quickly go through this. I used black chipboard and the French country 6x6 pad and the French country 8x8 pad and some of the die cut punch outs from both packets as well as a few of the chipboard pieces. So I'm going to start. This is like if it were this is a photo display, so this would be like the front cover, and this is one of my favorite images from the collection. I just love that woman picking the flowers in the field. But here is a piece from the die cut punch outs. Here is a chipboard piece, and on the back I thought since this is the cover you would want to have a little bit of an introduction. So here I have the one of the little envelopes that you can punch out and put together, and some more of the die cut punch outs here. And then from the 8x8 pad I cut this out and it fits perfectly inside this envelope. So you can write a little something as an introduction to your photo display. And everything that you see is edged, all the paper has been edged in black, whether it was already a die cut, a chipboard piece, or paper that I cut. I edged it in black. And some of the chipboard pieces, you can see the backs, and so I covered them with Tuxedo Black Memento ink. So there is that introduction card. Then I have this one here. And you can put a photo on both sides on this one. And what I did here is I just put glue right around here so that you could still stick a photo underneath there. And I accented it with a little bit of blue. These are again from, all of these pieces are from the cardstock punch outs. And it's perfectly wonderful that these are red on the back because I had chose red to put on the back of this leftover piece from one of the other cards, so the red goes well with that. And then I have this little piece here, and again it is so you can stick a photo underneath it. And then I have this other little card here, and I took cut these out from the 8x8 pad, and then these are from the die cut punch out, so a whole bunch of cute little banners. And what I did is I adhered them on this side and I repeated it on the other side, and I put a black dimensional foam dimensional in between the two of them, so you can have a photo on the back side here. Then on this one here I again I used two of the chipboard pieces, and these ones I decided to glue right down because it was big enough that you could put two smaller photos on it or a medium-sized one and not have to worry about tucking it underneath. And on this one I left the back completely black and plain because sometimes a photo looks great just on black, or you might choose to put something else there. And then I have this one here. I love this thatched roof cottage. I just think it's a gorgeous image. And what I did on this one is I popped all the layers up. So I don't know if you can see that there, but these two layers are popped up. And then I stuck this coming out from under there, and I repeated this banner on the other side. Here's a chipboard button, and I used two little leftover pieces for the back. So there's that one. Then we'll get to this one here, and this is from the 6x6, and these are from the die cut punch outs, and here I left it so that you can tuck your photo underneath. I just put glue right here, and I was thinking afterwards, if I hadn't glued these down completely and had put them down here, you probably could put a photo in there that you could change every so often, because you wouldn't have to glue it down. You could just tuck it in here and tuck it in behind the sunflowers there. But I didn't think of it at the time that I was putting this card together, so if you're doing it, you might want to do that. And again, the back is just plain. Then we have our two largest 5x7s here. This one, I've used the Rooster chipboard tag with a bit of a burgundy ribbon. Then I also stuck a piece of burgundy ribbon coming from underneath, and I used the die cut punch outs, and I put one on either side of the ribbon. So when you put your photo on there, this could just hang over your photo, or it could be loose and you could just have a smaller photo. Then again, it's just plain on the back. You can add something yourself to it if you want, or leave it plain. Then for the last piece here, this gorgeous yellow. On this one, I just put glue here so that you could stick a photo in underneath there. And I think that would be strong enough to hold it in place. And then I created this little banner by punching holes on the side and putting the hemp cord through the holes and tying it, and then gluing the little cardstock die cut punch outs, and just put them on there. And then this is a die cut punch out as well, and I did the same thing on the back here. So it kind of acts a little bit as a tag as well as a decoration. So those are the photo display cards. Now I want to get to the box. Now you might be wondering why I have this little lid here, and I'll explain that to you. When I was playing around with the pieces, when I finished making it and assembling it and admiring my handiwork, as we all do when we finish a project, I thought to myself, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I could put some legs on the bottom of the box and just finish off the box. So I put the legs on there. Well, that was a big mistake, and probably Laura Dennison figured it out, and that's why she didn't put legs on hers. But I found that once I had done that, when I was playing around with the cards, as you take the weight away from the front going towards the back where the heavier cards are, the box would just sort of flip over. So if you're making this, don't put legs on the bottom. I will be taking mine off and then probably putting some paper on there to cover it up. But just a little tip. And then I took this little die cut here, put it on the front, and then I took little strips from the 6x6 pad, and I punched with a fancy corner punch the ends, and I stuck the little Staples brads. I just love those Graphic 45 Staples brads. They're gorgeous. They're extremely sturdy brad with great strong prongs. But I find for some projects I don't want that bulkiness of the prongs, so I actually take the prongs off and I just glue the heads on. And that is what I would recommend for this project. So if you've never tried doing that, it's not too hard to get them off. You just have to use a little lever underneath to lift up, and the prongs will pop off. So that's the construction of the box. And inside, you can see there's 8 dowels. And what I did is I just rubbed them around on my Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. If you have some black ink stain or something like that and a clean cloth, you could paint them that way. And then I have the black 1/4 inch foam dimensionals in between each dowel, acting as spacers. And another tip for you, I didn't realize at the time, make sure that your dowels are straight. They're not all straight. And so you'll find in some areas that there are larger gaps in your card. Your photo cards will tilt more instead of standing up, more upright. So when you're putting yours together, check that your dowels are quite considerably more straight. I didn't think it would matter that much, but it does. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you are inspired to create your own photo display box and have fun doing that. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.